Alright, you guys. Look, here's the thing. Sometimes in life, you gotta just start. So, you don't wait until everything's finished and done and ready. You just gotta start. This room is what's gonna be a whole different room one day. Maybe not a whole different, but this is the room, this is the part of the workshop where I do the assembling all the completes and everything. And if you take a look around it, you'll see, oh well, I just broke the handle off of the camera holding. You're not gonna get to take a look around it. Do I love you? Yes. Are you gonna be able to look around? No. Are you gonna be okay? Yes. I wanna talk about bearings. So, I have owned this tool for a long time. And, I mean, I had two of them. I thought it was like broken. I could never get this tool to work pulling a bearing because I'd press the button, insert the tool, and you know, it's the Bones bearing tool. It's a bearing puller and a bearing pusher. And again, press the button, insert the tool, and nothing. And so for years I've been just trying to deal with this as, I mean, it looks so good. I love Bones. I love George Powell's engineering background and the way he's done things. And let me let you know something. Today I finally Googled it up and asked, how does this work? Realizing it wasn't the first time that I'd Googled this up and asked how it works. And sure enough, I got videos, and the videos are telling me that you press the plunger, you let the little ball bearings pull their profile in by gravity and pressure, and then now look at me, I'm having to work to get it in. Why on every set of wheels that I run do I have some trouble seating this thing into the wheel? You know why? Because on every set of wheels I run, I use, oh, I was going to show you a beautiful little sandwich. I use not just two bearings, but I use two bearings and a spacer. See that? What this does is it gives lateral stability to the bearing pack, and it keeps the, when you do a slappy and your wheel responds to torsion by twisting, your wheel literally twists, your bearings stay stable on the axle and don't get twisted. So I was like, okay. I also have in my shop a couple of these, and I've never been able to get this thing with its little bearing puller on the back. I've never gotten that bearing puller on the back to properly pull bearings with that either. So today, running Bones Swiss Ceramics, all right, with the provided spacers, I was faced with having to remove them from these wheels. I spent some time on a 65 millimeter Speedlab 56 millimeter Speedlab Lightning Bolt wheel. It's not Lightning Bolt, it's a Speedlab Lightning. I was on Lightnings and I liked them. I did, and I like Speedlab. But the problem became that when I wanted to switch to a different wheel, I wanted to use my same bearing. So what did I do? Well, I went back to the old stick your axle down in there and push on your axle thing. But I was concerned because I know that torsion, twisting, uneven pressure on a bearing is bad for it. And on a pair of $150 Bones Swiss bearings, I came out with two of the bearings showing markers of wear on the roll and listen to where I think there was some internal damage. There cleans a whistle on 2 of them. So, you know, when you're putting 100 something bucks here, you can hear this one. I don't know if you can, but let's see if I can get. You can hear. That's not the sound of a smooth bearing. Okay, that's not the sound of a smooth bearing. Here's the sound of a smooth one. There you go. I wonder if you can hear that. Anyway, I wanted to do this video because you know what I think I learned? I'm not going to use spacers with my bearings anymore. I think that these systems are not high precision enough to warrant using a spacer. I think that the off round of the wheel, every one of these wheels winds up wobbling a little bit when you put them together. I think the off round will wear into place, and I think that it's not warranted in this system to use a spacer. I'm gonna just run, but will I void the warranty? And is there a warranty on a bones? There's no warranty on a ceramic bearing if you use your axle to push it out, is there? Skateboard bearings. Not cool, dude, not cool. Not an industry that's running in a way that makes a heck of a lot of sense to me. A bearing system that provides a spacer that precludes the ability to remove the bearings from those wheels is dumb. And if I had $1 million, maybe a nice Chesterfield or an Ottoman, I would probably design a response to this. Because this is patently BS that these things are not more consistent. That said, I'm going to run these bearings, and hopefully whatever got put out of kilter will be put back in kilter by the grinding of the ceramic. I don't know, but I wanted to get a video on this and let you guys know that I think about these things all day, all the time, every day. This is what I'm doing instead of running a YouTube channel, is nerding out on figuring out how better skateboard stuff could work. Maybe a bearing puller that presents a thinner profile instead of the 2 little ball bearings. It would have a thinner thing. I don't know. Maybe it's something like a bearing hook that could get between the spacing, if there is space between. I don't know. Also, when a wheel is now let's see if we can get that to show on the. When a wheel is sideways, see how the bearing spacer falls down? There should be room for a hook to grab that. That should have enough room in it. But the hook on my bearing puller dudes, my bearing puller just worked on it. But it didn't work on the others. I don't know. I'm working on it. I did just put my bearing puller on a grinder and thin down. I didn't tell you this before I started, so actually maybe I solved the problem right in front of you, which just makes for a fun video. I actually took this and I put it on a grinder and I actually ground it deeper so it hooks more deeply, and I'm gonna make it sharper later on when I get my second grinder installed in here. I made it deeper and I'll make it a little sharper, and I thought of actually welding a little more material to it and make this nub really mean something. It looks like it's made of low quality steel, so I can weld that. I can weld low quality stuff. I can't weld aluminum and things like that. Those are a little beyond my capacity. Well, okay, you guys were here with me, and I really enjoyed being with you. I'm gonna keep soldiering on. My next project is lunch and some boards dropping off in the. Yeah, see, now my bearing puller is doing what almost all skate shop bearing pullers wind up doing, which is pooping out. These bearing pullers come with a backup bearing hook I hope you guys are enjoying not seeing what I'm doing. I can't imagine but that this video is not getting many views or likes. Turns out getting views and likes is what, I guess that's what pays the bills at most skateboard companies nowadays. I prefer to pay the bills with amazing, superior American laminate made by people who give a crap about skateboarding from a deep place in the soul. And I don't mean skateboarding just the cool guy type with its clannish and all that. I mean skateboarding like for everyone who really wants to go out and have fun riding a skateboard today. If you would like to ride a skateboard, not only do I know a guy who likes to make them for you, but I also see, you can see my little table behind me there. There's the workbench table with all my stuff in it. Anyway, hit me up. I love you. Catch you soon. I hope you bruise, but don't break.